what's shaking, you guys? Joe Coffey here for PremierGuitar.com. I'm with Jeff Hilligan and Bruce Egnater of Egnater Amplification. How you doing, guys?
Hi, Joe. Great.
Good to see you guys again. You guys are always up to something. There's a phrase we throw around in the office, and that is, Egnater's done it again. You know, you guys keep coming out with cool stuff. This time, the Renegade 50, we saw a prototype of this at a recent amp show, but this is the real deal. This is the production model. So tell me, what's going on here?
Well, this is 50 watts. We've got some new features that we keep putting on all our stuff. One is the tube mix control, which is really cool. On this one, you mix between EL 34s and 6L6s instead of the 84s and 6V6s. So it's the higher power. We have the mix control on both channels individually, so you can set either channel for either kind of power tube. We have a power cut switch for both channels. I didn't say this is 2 channels. There's a does the clean and crunch thing, and then the overdrive channel does overdrive. On each channel you have a 50 and 10 watt switch, so you can click the power down a little bit lower on each channel individually. Our tight and bright switches, which we've been putting on everything lately, tightens up the low end when you go to the overdrive, and it's kind of cool. It does have this new digital reverb that we've developed we're in love with. We don't do the spring anymore. This digital reverb we developed sounds tremendous, and we like it. Standard stuff, the density and presence in the master. It does have we call it main 2. It's a second master volume where you can just hit the button, and it's a solo boost, and you can adjust the level for that.
Is there a button for that on the foot switch?
Yeah, it's on the pedal. One cool thing on the pedal is it has the channel switching, but notice for these 3 switches, you can assign the pedal control to one channel, the other channel, or both. So you can have the loop only work on channel 2 or only on channel 1 or both channels. Same with the reverb and the solo boost. So it allows you to sort of preset things, but it's on the pedal rather than on the amp, and it's not a programmable thing. It's just some cool little switches. It has the effects loop. This one we do in a head, a 112, a 212, and a 410 combo.
That's awesome. So here's the 410 right here, the 410 combo. That's open back. Now tell me about the 10s you have in here. It's a Celestion, right?
It's a Celestion 10. It's pretty much the Celestion Vintage 10. We call it the 1065. They're 65 watt speakers, and they're 10 inches, so 1065. They sound tremendous. We were surprised.
Bruce and I both looked at each other and just went.
Because you hear 410 open back, you immediately think, well, that's going to be a little toppy.
It's going to be a super reverb, that's the only thing that's ever sounded good. This thing blew away our Holy Grail Vintage 30 when we played next to it, 412 cabinet. Both Bruce and I looked at each other and just went. Went and grabbed another guitar, big hunk of mahogany, put our high gain EG5 from modular through it, didn't blat out, it stayed focused and punchy, and we just went, whoa. Never imagined it.
Well, let's save that one for the end. There's the teaser. All right, well, let's check out the head here. Let's check it, listen to what you...
Well, we've got the clean.
Let's go back to the clean for a second. Give me a feel for the verb. Kind of work with that as he plays. Wow, that sounded great.
And you can go like this and it won't crash. And it won't break when you carry it in your car, and it's cool. It's all it is reverb. We're not into the multi-effects thing and all that, but we wanted to have a great reverb, and we've struggled with springs just like everybody has forever, partly because of the reliability, and they break, and you hate that when that happens. And
well, let's get it a little crunchy and then kick into the lead so we can hear that transition.
on.
Dirty channel, just little gain.
Very cool. All right, I've been dying. Let's hear this 410 now.
This is the 410 version that Joe wants to hear really bad. So it's the identical chassis in a different cabinet. And these are the speakers that we were pretty darn impressed with. And Jeff will play it for you. It doesn't lack for low end, or like you would expect an open 410 cabinet to be. So even with the overdrive, where the 410s usually are not ideal.
Very cool.
Yeah, one thing we did find is not only does it not lack the low end, but it has a mid-range clarity that the other speakers don't have. So we love the thing.
What about pricing and availability on this?
This one is going to be, I believe, around the $1,400 to $1,500 range. We didn't anticipate probably too much of a call for a 410, but same thing, summerish, April, if it's all the moons align, for us to get it out. But we're pretty excited about it because no one else is doing high gain, so to speak, with 10s, So yeah.
All right. And the website, Bruce, if people want to go check out this stuff?
EgnaterAmps.com.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, Joe.
I'm Joe Coffey. You're watching PremierGuitar.com.